Hi everybody, I just wanted to tell you a little bit about life. Since I know one side of the story, maybe my friend will tell you the other side of the story. You see this penguin here? They gave him the North Pole and the South Pole. They gave him two directions. You see this one here? The reindeer with the nose and everything? The drunk? I'll leave him on the side, I don't ask him nothing, but I'm coming back to you because I was thinking of something. Like my mother, every time I go somewhere, they always say, can you tell me your mother's maiden name? Maiden name? Made in? Your mother has a made in a name. Your mother has something made in her name. And that was given to me because it was given to her, yet it is silent, so I have to be silent about what's in it. Because we can't talk about her father. Because my mother's maiden name is Tsar, which Tsar everywhere is C-Z-R, for Caesar the king, so we know it is the king. Zaritsky, the I-T is the of the in French, and the S-K-Y is when you go skiing down the hill. So if you go up the hill and down the hill, you have a ski in the sky, and the ski in the sky is the heavens. Therefore, Zaritsky must be the God in the sky, as the eye in the heavens, as I am the eyes on the earth. As I got two, and they got one, but probably one more than me, and maybe that's a difference. And that's a difference for the three eyes on the roulette wheel, because the eye behind our head is the eye in heaven. And when we go back to our angel, we bring our two eyes with us so we can see better. So therefore, we'll have three eyes in representation of the three eyes of help. One eye of the eye of man, who helped himself. The one is the eye of the angel, who gave him the information to help himself. And the other eye is God, who checked up on everything and gave you the right information so your eyes worked well. You have the three eyes. I. So when everybody says you say I. And now you have a reason to have the fourth eye, because the fourth eye is what gave you the fourth ball, is what gave you the walk. But I'm not going to think about that now. So that's my mother's maiden name. Now the father's name you always had. You carry that on with you forever. Carry on baggage. We must carry on from our fathers, because our fathers know better, because the word came from a father, down to a son, down to a father, down to a son, down to a father. You see how the monkeys are hanging from the trees like the broken telephone about the words I speak? So I carried on the word of my father, Fremeth. I carried on his word. He didn't even know it. It was attached to my name. It was part of me. Unless I changed my name, no one would know where I came from. Family, back from the ground. So when the family is back from the ground, they are no longer on the ground. And heaven is not on the ground, it is in heaven. It's in the space. Therefore, the family background is all your stories from the day of man on the sixth day, that you brought up to heaven to your angel, that you shared with your angel. And that's your background. That's your real background. And that's all your background. Because when you get back, you only can bring back the truth. Because if you try to bring back a fable, it breaks the connection, and there's no connection. So therefore, when there's no planes leaving, or all the seats are taken, you ain't going nowhere. You're going to wait and wait and wait and wait. W-A-I-T. W is the connection between the angel and the I God, and the T is the crossroads. But you're standing there and you can't do nothing because you don't know better how to use your mind with the information I just told you. When you once thought it was all words, well, all the words are not just words when the words are made from something. And the something has a shape to make up the whole word, and the distance between each letter, and the point between the point of making the matter and the difference of all, because it is something, although it looks like nothing, because it doesn't have a word and it really doesn't have a sentence that takes it anywhere, like a car or a rope. So if you throw something at somebody, if they're not looking, they won't catch it. And if it doesn't have a string and they look too late, then if it does have a string, they can catch it on the second thought, because the strings are on the end of the talus. And that's for the second thought of everything. The strings hang over because they're a reminder. When anything that hangs over your plate should either be in the garbage, or you should have taken less. Otherwise you're a pig. And therefore, that's no good either. You see, I can play any game, and if you're a nice guy, I can turn you into a bad guy. And if you're a bad guy, I'll turn you into a nice guy. I just want to make sure when I talk to you that you even know what you're saying. Because it's not fun for me if you think you know everything, and I try to talk and you just knock me down because I know nothing at that point. So any point I do make has no point at all. So even if I have the right point, which is the best point, which is the point of everything, and that's why the eye of God is the key paw, because it goes on top and it stays there, and it's not fixed like the legs on the big eye, which in position it has to stand. When it stands all alone, you put 2 feet on it, and that's the way it is. It can't tilt over, it can't lean over, it can't do shit. So you do nothing on earth without the eye God, because the E God has 2 flat feet, Actually, you got 3 flat feet. The 3 flat feet are the part of the connection between the angel and the God in you. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Do you know how it works? The angels or the ants? The ants come marching one by one, hurrah, her, awe, her, awe, her, awe. It was her awe of everything that reminded me that the awe is what was missing. The awe is the A in French, which is the reminder of the point of the I, which is the A, which is the angel. And the one that has no letter on the telephone also makes the awe of the A, God, because he has no name. So when the telephone first came out, they didn't put a letter on the 1. Why put a letter there? Although we know its direction and understanding for what it's worth a lot more. Depends who it belongs to. You know what I'm saying? Nobody does. That doesn't make a difference. Do you want to know? It's all what we want. It is all in the desire. The desire, the desire, the desire. S-I-X. Say it in French 3 times and you strike out too.